A nation on edge as America takes stock following a weekend of widespread and sometimes violent protest against racism and police brutality. The sad fact is that this is not a new story. Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, George Bush, and George W. Bush, too, faced protests and anger over the death or grievous injury of an unarmed black man at the hands of police.
Now's the time for healing. Now's the time for peace and calm on the streets of Ferguson.
Black Americans account for 12% of the U.S. population, but data shows they account for 26.4% of those killed by police. Furthermore, it is black Americans and communities of color that have been disproportionately affected by the COVID-19 crisis.
Communities of color are bearing the brunt of the virus.
Times like these, what political leaders say and do is important to help soothe communities and bring about much-needed change. Political leaders from across the aisle have called for justice for George Floyd, acknowledging that his death is a symptom of a larger problem.
There's too much abuse within law enforcement towards African American men. I have been a victim 7 times stopped in 1 year as an elected official just driving while black.
Presumptive Democratic nominee Joe Biden spoke in solidarity with protesters over the weekend.
This is no time for incendiary tweets. It's no time to encourage violence. This is a national crisis. We need real leadership right now.
Meanwhile, President Trump has been criticized for his response. Critics say he's inciting violence. He walked back some of these comments recently. One thing is for sure, as tensions continue to run high, political leaders of every stripe will need to come together to unite the country and fix a broken system.